Hello everyone, welcome to another video, the live drive back home from Selsey. We've been staying in Selsey for the weekend, and once I back out of here I'll show you where we've been staying. We've got the lovely Sarah, my assistant, reading the messages. So I'm not looking at the screen, so yeah. So that brown hut there, beach pod, is where we've been staying the weekend. Right on the beach, literally on the beach. So, away we go. Back home, we're going to go to the A3 this time, rather than go through the town, or go through all the towns and the country lanes and that. We're going to go the motorway way, if you like. Should be a bit quicker than what it was coming down here.
Misty morning this morning. We've been really lucky all weekend. Don't think we had any rain, and yeah, this is the greyest day since we were here, so we were really lucky. Just in front of us on site there's a little courtesy bus that travels around the site here. It's really big actually. There are probably a couple of thousand holiday homes on here.
And there's the front fair to the right hand side.
And in front you can see it coming up the windmill, which is quite a landmark in Selsey, especially to people coming on holiday here. You always look out for the windmill. In the autumn it's lovely. You see all the starlings, they all settle on the windmill, which is nice. Lots of caravans for sale. Some of them that we've just gone by, £150,000, if you can believe that. That's without site fees. You can probably get a bricks and mortar flat apartment for not much more than that down here, but yeah. If I could afford one, I would. We used to have a caravan down here, but we just couldn't afford the site fees, which was a shame. But staying in that little beach pod that we were in, because we were literally right on the seafront, oh my word, I can really see why people would wish to live by the sea. What do you think of this road out, Tony? The one road in, one road out.
Yeah, it's okay as long as people know how to drive it. Some people come whizzing round these corners really fast on your side of the road. You never seem to meet them on a straight bit of road. It's always on the bend that you meet them.
For a pedestrian, the one massive bonus about this road is that there is actually a pavement, because on the campsite that we've stayed in, hardly any pavements, which is awkward. But yeah, really narrow road. Lovely quirky houses all around here though.
Anyone message yet?
Not that I can see. It looks like there are 15 people here with you at the moment, no, Toe?
Mm-hmm.
But one of them is me, so maybe 12. Morning to everyone that's here anyway. Just going by West Street, which is where Patrick Moore, the astronomer, used to live. I think you did a video about that once, didn't you, Tony?
I did, yeah. A little quiz.
And we're just coming up to Selsey High Street. On the right is the Selsey Bill, which is the very end of Selsey. We're just going down the high street now. Lovely little independent shops and cafes. Really nice. very traditional. I popped down here yesterday on Sunday and practically everything was shut, so that kind of shows you how traditional it is for a Sunday. Little fire station on the left. It really is tiny, and they've also got the community warden in there. I think that's probably taken place of the police station, because there used to be a police station that was the station was literally a converted house, but that's gone now, and there's just the community warden. There's a little British Legion, I think it is the Victory Club. I think it's a British Legion. And then you've got St Peter's Church on the left, which is a lovely, lovely old church. If we went to the right now, you'd go to a part of Selsey called East Beach, which is on the east of the peninsula. We were staying on the west, so we were on West Beach, where the holiday park is. East Beach is lovely, fresh fish, lifeboat station, worth a visit, but not very accessible really, because it's a very, very stony beach. There is a promenade that probably goes on for about a mile, a couple of seafood stalls and not a lot else, but it is really lovely, and you can see down towards Morden when you're there. Very nice. So we're just driving out of Selsey now, and on the left, when we get to this roundabout, you may or may not see it, but there's something called the Selsey Wave. It's actually behind this bush on the left. You may see it as we go round, but it's like I think it must be cast iron, copper, something like that.
I don't think I've seen
you
it.
can't see it. You'll have to add a little picture of that if you can in the comments later, Tone. But that again,
comments can't add pictures in the comments.
I'll leave it to your imagination then. Excuse me. So if you're a walker, which I'm a great walker, I walk miles and miles and miles, but you can't really walk out of Selsey or past Selsey because the pavements literally just stop. We're coming to a little turn off to Church Norton, which was on our right, so you can walk that far, and just a little bit further along here the pavement literally stops. So whereas, you know, if you didn't mind a good couple of hours walk, you know, ideally I'd really want to walk into Chichester, going through all the little towns on the way, but you can probably see either side now the pavements just don't exist. There are little grass verges, but it's not really walker friendly, which is such a shame, but at the same time it's quite nice because I think it keeps Selsey a little bit cut off, a little bit nice. But again, there's a place here on the left, really nice little mini garden centre, tea room, farm shop, not really accessible unless you drive. You can get a bus out, but the bus is quite pricey compared to what we're used to in London, so yeah. That's the other thing about Selsey, there literally is one road in and one road out, isn't there? So if anything happens on this road,
it has happened a couple of times that there's been an accident on this road and everyone just can't go anywhere, can't come in, can't come out. Right. Some messages have come up. Sorry, you know my technical skills. Well, there we go. Auntie Trev said, "Good morning." Morning.
Morning, Auntie Trev. Walkdonk38 said, "Watch out for the Audi drivers." Laugh out loud.
Indeed.
And then said, good morning. Brian Sparrow said morning both. Morning, Brian. And Auntie Trev said, how long was it before Tony fed his hunger when you arrived in Selsey? How long was it, Tony?
It wasn't long at all. I can't even remember what I had.
I got that soup, didn't I?
Yeah.
Did you have soup and
Soup and a roll.
rolls? Yeah.
Yeah, just to get the hunger pains away. It was quick. It was very quick.
You might have seen a twitcher then, a bird watcher looking out over Pagham Harbour. Really nice spot there. Mike and Francis are back. Good morning, Tony and Sarah. We hope you had a lovely weekend. The weather is looking grim. It is grim this morning. It's not raining, but it's really grey, misty. You can feel the damp in the air, but we were really lucky this weekend with the weather. Couldn't fault it at all. James Luck said hi.
Hello.
Hello. So we're just coming up to Siddlesham, tiny little town, village even, not a town. I always, I think a lot of people are the same. As we're driving along and driving through places, I'm always looking at the for sale signs and thinking, oh, I wonder how much that costs. Wonder what it'd be like living there. Just seen there, looks like, I think it was called Paws in the Park. It looked like a doggy daycare centre that we've just gone by. There's another one for sale there. It's bringing up all over the places now, the doggy daycare centres. There's a couple near where we are and in Surrey. Bruce's Doggy Daycare, that's the popular one that we keep seeing.
Yeah, we're going to go a different way home to the way we came here. Too much roadworks on the way here, so we're going to go the faster roads. Hopefully it'll be a faster journey.
Yeah, it was a lot of oh wow, no, you won't have seen that, but there's a massive greenhouse that we've gone past and it was really brightly lit. I bet they're like forcing fruit or vegetables to sort of grow out of season probably. Yeah, it took a lot longer than we expected on the way here. I think the sat-nav estimated something along the lines of about an hour and a half, hour and 45.
Hour 40, I think it was, something like that.
And it was nearer 2.5 hours. Pip was well fed up. She'd really had enough by the time we got here. Our dog, that is. Rachel Fleming just said, good morning. It's definitely autumn now according to the weather. Sure is.
It is indeed.
Yeah.
And good morning. Get a load of uncopyrighted music to play in the background, don't I?
I still think you should just sing.
Just sing, yeah.
Yeah. There's lots of places for sale. I shall be on Rightmove later checking them all out. I think that's the thing, innit? You look at these and some of them I think, oh, it just looks idyllic, but also they're quite isolated. I mean, not in the bigger scheme of things compared to where a lot of people live, but I always say you do your big shop, you get back, drive down that lovely country windy lane, get to your place and then realise you forgot your pint of milk.
Watch out, roadworks reported on the road ahead.
That's not a good start. Roadworks.
Roberts said, hello from Coventry. We have a drink contest too. It's only an Audi. A drink contest? What's that about then?
What, how long it takes me to say it? And they have to have a drink or something.
You need to tell us a bit more about that, Neil. Keith Capel said, morning, my favourite part of the south coast.
Morning.
Auntie Trev said, I'm making a batch of cherry Bakewell scones. Be just right for a cuppa this afternoon. That sounds nice. Oh, Neil said, every time we hear it's only an Audi, we have to drink some beer.
It's a bit early.
That's very good, Neil. I wonder if every time Auntie Trev hears it, he could eat a cherry Bakewell.
Yeah, it is a little bit weird. I get a lot of clips sent to me now, and unfortunately they got music on, so I have to take the music off. So I missed, or you missed, the natural reaction of what people say, and the amount of times always an Audi in all different accents is actually quite funny.
Oh, of course, because you can't just take the music off, can
I've got
you?
to take, I've got to take theirs off as well. Yeah, so it's a bit of a shame, but yeah, to northern accents, to Scottish accents, and all sorts.
Auntie Trev said, did I hear my name? I believe you did, Auntie Trev. Elizabeth Bicknell said, good morning, Tony and Sarah. Thanks for letting us ride along.
Good morning.
Thanks for joining us. So we've got 28 people in the car with us this morning, so it's not too cramped.
Mm-hmm.
Just right.
Must be very small people.
So I think we're coming up to Donington soon. I think that's the village that we come to as we're heading towards Chichester, and the road that we're going on, A27, is it?
Yeah.
Rachel Fleming said, the joy of putting Classic FM on might be a major reason why I have it on all the time now. Globus Hystericus has said, I get into trouble with the missus because my 6-year-old keeps repeating, always an Audi when we're out driving. Oh, it's brilliant. Oh. CGC's World 2, Game and More, said, I've been following your channel for a while now, and I love it whenever you say, always an Audi.
Haven't seen one yet.
So if we'd have done a left there, you would have been gone down towards Bracklesham Bay and the Witterings, which I think a lot of people have heard of. The Witterings, lovely part of the world. Apparently, we never really went there though, did we? I think we drove in once
And drove
back to Selsey.
Yeah, too many Audis around.
I think it was actually because we didn't have any money for the car park at the time. But
Oh, that's a nice jeepy
Oh.
thing, whatever that is. Pickup truck.
Oh, Auntie Trev has given us a recipe. 350 grams of self-raising flour, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 40 grams caster sugar, pinch of salt, 50 grams
Approaching a level crossing.
50 grams of marzipan, grated, 95 grams of cold butter, 50 grams of cherries, I'm presuming that's glacé, Auntie Trev, 2 teaspoons of almond extract, and 2 tablespoons of flaked almonds, 1 egg, 150 mils of milk. That's the recipe. Do you know what, Auntie Trev? I might give that a try later.
What's happened to this channel?
Andy Polly said, my birthday. And then he said, Ruby is the boys. And Auntie Trev said, yes, glacé, referring to the cherries. Nice one, Auntie Trev. Love it.
Yeah, I did try listening to the classical music for a little while, but I tend to drive to the speed of the song, and there's some real fast ones with, you know, and I would look down at the speedo and sort of like, shit, tone, slow down, turn this stuff off. It's all right with the calming ones, but there's some ones that go really loud and fast and everything, and I was driving to the speed of them. Anyone else do that? Drive to the speed of their music?
There's the 700 bus from Chichester there. Coastliner, they called it.
Burke in a Merc, cutting across me there.
We got on the 700 from Chichester once to Brighton. Coastliner, we thought it'd be quick. Nearly 4 hours, didn't it? Do you remember that? Grim. There's a little Roman place. Roman, what am I looking for? Roman place of interest back there. Featured in Motherland.
Okay.
Yeah.
Whoop. There's a bee bar behind me. In front of me.
What make of car is that?
Folding it, Mondeo.
Don't know. Elizabeth said, Tony, you should get some t-shirts printed with always an Audi.
We have got some merchandise coming shortly. Not t-shirts yet though. We're going to start off with some mugs and stuff like that. We might upgrade to t-shirts in the future though. Get quite a few requests about it.
Seas World 2 Gameplay and More said, can you give us a shout out for our channel because we're trying to get to 50 subscribers by the 13th of October. How do you shout out?
Just like you did.
Shout out there.
Shout out the channel. What was the channel name?
CGC's World 2 Gameplay and More. Good luck. I hope you get your subscribers. Auntie Trev said, I'll have to change my user ID to Auntie Mary. Berry.
Yeah.
Laugh out loud.
And was you watching Bake Off last night then?
We caught a bit of it, didn't we?
Yeah.
I don't know you often watch it, but we caught a bit of it.
Tell us about your beaver. It's the bit we caught.
Okay, Andy Polly said, can you come here, Rayleigh now? Neil Roberts said, yes I do, I have to watch the heavy metal I listen to.
Yeah. Heavy metal is one for me as well. It makes me go even more angry than what I normally am.
Rachel said, always a Merc.
Indeed.
Elizabeth said, A27 going past Havant is not far from me. We went to Havant, we really liked it, didn't we?
Mm-hmm.
Really lovely. There was a really nice little tea shop called 4T's Tea Room. Like 4T's, 4 candles, 4T's. Anyway, it was themed, lovely. And when we went in there, they gave me a little silver teapot charm free just for visiting. But I think they've moved location now. I think they're still there, but they've moved. But it was lovely. Andy Polly said, tomorrow I'm going back to school. That's nice for you, Andy. Are you a teacher? Vinny said, good morning, Tony and Sarah. How's Pippa? I should be working from home, laugh out loud.
Morning.
Morning, Vinny. Pippa's fine. She's all good. She had a lovely time in Selsey and she ran around off lead on the beach. And she had the beach to herself. Andy Polly said, Southend-on-Sea. All right, Pip, why don't you lay down, sweetie? Auntie Polly said, no, I not teach. Andy Polly said, I am boys. Nanny traffic jam M25.
Oh dear. There's a bit of traffic up here and all. What's going on? Mind you, the police car just come up here, didn't it?
Oh, yeah.
It is the police car up there. Live incident. There's the police pulled over something up there, I think.
Yeah,
Just,
he's parked at a jaunty angle.
Yeah, he's made this one lane, but everybody's obviously watching it.
I hope no one's hurt. Vinny asked the question. Funnily enough, Vinny, I asked Tony exactly this the other day. If money was no object, what car would you drive?
I have no idea. Yeah, it looks like a car's broken down up here.
Neil Roberts said someone lost their false eye. He's waving, Mr. Policeman.
And Mrs. Policeman, policewoman even.
Oh, I hope they're all right.
Yeah.
Andy Polly said, you call my Andy Polly now.
Oh.
I don't know. I don't understand.
Yeah, car.
Police persons,
Yeah.
Vinny said.
Oh, here we go. It's that PC nonsense again, isn't it?
Yeah, what car, love? Money no object.
Money no object, I don't know. Lamborghini, a Ferrari, something like that. But I have no idea what models or what.
Very low to the ground, aren't they?
They are, yeah. But if you can afford one of them, then you'll have something big anyway, won't you?
Andy Polly said Adam C. Elizabeth said, didn't catch your start. Are you going out the A3? If so, when you get to the Waterville turn-off, pop in for a coffee. The kettle's on. Oh, that's nice of you.
Yeah, we are going the A3 route this time.
Andy Polly said, quick. Michelle Simpson said, I listen to the Lighthouse Family. It's proper driving music.
Yeah, they're all right. It's just a shame that you can't put them on because of copyright issues and whatnot.
It's a shame that copyright doesn't do a share option.
Well,
So you can share a bit, you know, we'll play it, keep it on our channel.
More please.
Look, and cones. Cone tidier. Andy Polly, I'm playing on Truckers MP. Rachel Fleming said, I suppose you could say just the police. Also, nice use of merge in turn.
Indeed.
Michelle said, you should drive around the West Midlands and check out our Audi drivers.
Yeah, I have been there. Doesn't matter where you go, an Audi is still an Audi.
Andy Polly said, Courtney and Julian. Vinny said, Aston Martin
Yeah, nice.
DB9 or Range Rover autobiography for me.
Bit of a James Bond, isn't it? An Aston Martin.
Neil Robertson said, in Birmingham it's either Audis or BMWs.
So the Fiat 500s ain't reached you yet then?
Dwayne Roberts said, when you come off the A27 on the slip, there's normally a lovely view of the sea. I'm going to look out for that.
Exactly where we are now.
Cloudy old day though. Let's have a look.
Yeah, it's a bit misty, might not see it.
Andy Polly said, Courtney, can you call Daddy now? I'm not sure if Andy might be
on drugs.
Watching one thing and commenting on another. I'm not sure. I might not read out Andy's comments. Let's see. But then I should, because they are to you, aren't they? Andy Polly said, home. Rachel Fleming said, in my part of Surrey, it's the Audis, Range Rovers, Mercs and the Fiats and the cyclists.
Everything then.
Just going on to the A3 now, in brackets M. Vinny said, is it getting to the point where you need some moderators to help with unwanted messages? You need moderators in capital letters.
Yeah, sometimes.
CGC's World 2 gameplay and more said, to be fair, you're going to get bad drivers no matter where you are.
You are. You are indeed, yeah. But there are hot spots. I know, well, if you're a regular to the channel, you'll know a lot of the places are repeated because they're like hot spots. They're just in them spaces all the time.
Rachel Fleming said, God, I hate merging onto the A3. Oh, Andy Polly. Hi, sorry everyone, my son's autistic and he likes to type random comments, so you say it live. He's off school with a cold, laugh out loud. Oh, well, I hope your cold gets better soon, Andy. And hi, Andy's mum. And Andy Polly said, all truck in M25. Auntie Trev said, I think I need moderating in capital letters. Wink face. I don't know what the signal would be like on the A3 compared to on our way down here.
Yeah, you would think it would be better.
And I think
Obviously we got the tunnel, haven't we?
Yeah, that Hindhead tunnel. Andy Polly said, I feel sick.
Oh no.
Oh dear. Yeah.
Get the bucket ready.
I don't know, it's a shame actually, because that Hindhead tunnel, it's really nice and brightly lit.
Yeah.
So that would have been nice to see it going through it, but never mind. So we're coming up to Cowplain and Horndy. Never been to either of them.
No.
And straight ahead, London and Petersfield. Andy said, why is everybody diving? And there's another little sign coming up. What have we got here? London, Petersfield, Farnham and Guildford. So I'm sure on this journey back, I don't know if it's before or after the Hindhead tunnel. I'm sure when we go this way, you go through what I think might be another military base.
On the right hand side.
On the right, it's
yeah.
all sort of fenced off, isn't it? One of them places I always mean to look up what it is, because it goes on for miles and miles. It's got to be some kind of training area, like a little complex, even village maybe, military base maybe. James Fryery said, good morning.
Good morning.
Elizabeth Bignall said you go through Morden. Okay.
It's a little bit foggy. I don't know if it's coming up on the camera like that, but it's a little bit foggy here at the moment.
And it's talking about everybody in cars, van, buses and trucks making all the traffic. Elizabeth said near Giggs Green. Ah. Thanks, Elizabeth. Kieran Daly said good morning.
Morning.
And Andy said everyday traffic. That was Andy Polly again. Dwayne Roberts said it's always foggy up there post-September. And Elizabeth said you're going over Butser Hill. I thought I just saw a sign for that, Elizabeth. Yeah. You obviously know this area very, very well. Maybe the A3 trip is a road you know well. It's actually getting foggier as we're going on. Just as Dwayne said. And there's a sign on the left for the Queen Elizabeth Country Park. Andy Polly said soon Christmas time. Well, Andy, I've noticed in the shops that all the Christmas stock's out, so you must be right there. Elizabeth said, yeah, I live close by. When we've driven through here before, Elizabeth, when it's been nice and clear, the Queen Elizabeth Country Park looks lovely. Often see people on there's like a really big hill that you see as you go past on the A3, and it looks lovely. Oh, Vinny said Morden Camp is near by an army driver training and REME training centre. I see. REME? Is that Royal Engineers something, Vinny? I'm not sure. REME training centre. Dwayne Roberts said that hill would be nice to do cheese rolling down. I think you're right then, Wayne.
Yeah.
Elizabeth said it's a lovely area. Petersfield and Barrington to the left. James Fryery said Full Metal Jacket was filmed at Morden Camp.
Okay.
Or is it Iron Overcoat?
Iron Overcoat, yeah.
Andy Polly said GP does. Years ago, Tony's dad, when Full Metal Jacket came out, he couldn't remember the name of the film. You know, we all get like that sometimes when something's on the tip of your tongue and you can't remember it. Just like earlier on in the village, I couldn't remember Fishbourne Palace. It's a Roman ruin site, and I couldn't remember it, could I? A Roman place, I think I called it. But anyway, Tony's dad, bless him, he was talking about it. He went, oh, that film, Iron Overcoat. But he meant Full Metal Jacket. James Fryery said, I've got no sound, so I can't hear your response. Oh, that's a shame, James, sorry. Not that you can hear me saying that. Andy Polly said, what are you doing every day?
Driving.
Driving.
Driving, driving, driving.
Polly said, in video. Mist's gone a bit now. Ah, Vinny said the Royal Electrical and Mechanical Engineers Corps. Full Metal Jacket was filmed in Basingbourne, and my brother was in training at the time and was in the film. Oh wow, that's really cool. Thanks for that, Vinny. So Baldrick Hornby says, I'm in an Audi, I'm right behind you. Is that really true, Baldrick? Is it really true?
I can't see an Audi behind me. I can see a Ford.
Andy Polly said, Bad UK Driving, volume 239. Baldrick Hornby said, bet you look, Tony.
I did, yes. Yes, I did.
Guildford 25 miles, London 52. Andy Polly said, heart dance. Steep Marsh, is that a place or is that a steep marsh, I wonder?
I think so. What place?
So we're coming up to Liss, turn off the B3006. Have we ever been to Liss, Tony?
I don't think so.
Vinny asked if is Guildford where the Harry Potter Museum is. I don't know.
Don't know, neither.
Elizabeth Bicknell said Steep Marsh is a place. Thank you, Elizabeth. It's like a 7.5 ton lorry picture next to it, so. Oh, and Elizabeth was born in Liss. Oh. Yeah, I've heard of it, driven by that turn off many times, but I'm pretty sure we've not been there before. Andy Polly says, you doing live every day?
No, can't do it every day.
Reduce speed now, Tony. That's what the sign says.
Does indeed.
Weight limit the other way. Oh, we've got lots of turn-offs. Gilbert White's house, Birdworld. I'd like to go to Birdworld one day. Something nice to do or different to do. I'm sure I saw pictures on social media of someone I know feeding penguins there the other day.
I don't think you really should have gone out there, mate. priority to the right. It's not a merging turn.
And I think something is coming up shortly called the Nosh Wagon. I'm presuming that's a cafe of some sort. Oh, and Dwayne said the Nosh Wagon at the left always makes me chuckle.
Yeah, I'll bet.
I just saw that as well, but I can't see it. Oh, there it is. Oh, maybe it isn't. It looked like a little cafe. I wonder if they have to get a licence to have a cafe in a lay-by.
Yeah, probably.
You couldn't just like sell some sandwiches out of the boot of your car or something, could you? I wonder. Birdwell coming up on the left, and Longmoor. So what are the signs that are white signs with red round it? Is that military?
Don't know. Got another one up here as well, look.
Yeah. Yeah, Longmoor up there. I wonder if that is a military thing. I bet Vinny probably knows the answer to that. Andy said, I'm day off school tomorrow morning. And Vinny just said MOD, Ministry of Defence. So we was on the right tracks there, Vinny, weren't we? Thanks for that. So Guildford just 20 miles away now. Dwayne Roberts said, I love the trees on this stretch. So now we're going through that base that we spoke about earlier, Vinny and Elizabeth. Where I keep seeing little bits of barbed wire railings, or maybe it wasn't, that was just the Longmoor bit. I'm not sure. But I'm with you on that, Dwayne. The trees are lovely. And as the season goes on, this would change again, wouldn't it? Vinny said you were spot on, laugh out loud. What's this coming up? Old Thorns. And a picture of a bee and a flag. So that might be a golf course.
The flags normally are, yeah.
Gigs Green. Hindhead tunnel ahead. Check your fuel.
Ain't got none.
Shame on you. Liphook services coming up. I think we mentioned on the live drive down here when we first started going down to Selsey, the Hindhead tunnel hadn't been built, and we saw all the like concrete and the building works getting it ready, and we hadn't a clue what it was, didn't really know this route very well at all. But it shaved an awful lot off the journey when it eventually did get built. Stumpy Fingers said the white signs with red border are military. And Elizabeth Bicknell said Longmoor Camp. That's what we just went by. Thank you. Thank you for that. Andy Polly said Waymill, a little better now than yesterday, and today was my first birthday. I was thinking, if we were doing it a lot today at work, then come home tomorrow morning at bedtime. Thanks for that, Andy. Vinny said, I think Longmore is a training camp for the Royal Military Police, but we don't talk about them. Don't talk about them. THEM. Laugh out loud. What's this? Ramshot Common Canadian
Watch
Memorial
out, roadkill on
planting.
road ahead.
I'm just looking through the trees. It's really misty in the woods there. Elizabeth Bignell said, if you stand on the top of Butser Hill, you can just see the Hindhead Tunnel through binoculars. And Andy Polly said, you're going to work tomorrow morning?
Yes, I will be.
It's getting really misty again. For the Devil's Punch Bowl, follow the A333. Should be the A666. They need to rename that road,
Yeah.
don't they? Andy Polly said, Trucker Tim. Tunnel ahead. Misty.
So there's a good chance in a little while we're going to lose signal going under the tunnel. So bear with us.
And we'll reconnect when we come out the other side. Elizabeth Bicknell said, tunnel coming up, duck. Andy Polly said, I got a few minutes before the meeting. Misty, that's really weird. Fog or cloud?
I hope you're back. Don't know how long you were gone for there. You went off the screen for a little while.
I'm having trouble connecting then. Yeah, I think we're back on now. Sue Coulson said fog or cloud just as we got up to the entrance of the tunnel. What did you say, Tony?
Mist.
Mist.
Like a dew.
Elizabeth said the road used to go around the Devil's Punch Bowl with steep sides, very narrow and scary. That rings a bell. That's another place that we should go back to. I think we went round it years and years ago. We've not been there.
Right.
Devil's Punch Bowl and Silent Pool as well. That's another one I'd like to go to. I remember. All right, Pip. Ryan Sparrow said, where's that tunnel?
Behind you.
Horse truck coming up. It's a very unusual, it looks more like a container than a horse truck. I hope they're all right. drizzly now. And everyone seems to be driving a little bit faster now. Is that my imagination?
Not really.
No.
They're the same. When we get into the inside the M25 is where all the idiots come out.
Touring caravan coming up on the left. Wonder where they've come back from. Camper van versus tow it along the back of your van.
Camper van for me.
Camper van. Milford Junction coming up. Andy Polly said, I'm so sorry for my heart, but yeah, I'm going home now and then come home today at night work and I have no sleep. My phone is not coming back home. My alarm is not coming home. And then he said, police alarm. And then we've got the Milford Godalming turning coming up. Helsted. Polly said, you in Canaan for 4 nights? I think that might just be a little random comment popped out there.
Yeah.
Shoe on the floor back there. That's always a bit worrying, isn't it, when you see something like that. Norney, Shackleford and Hurtmore off to the left. Norney. You've got 29 people in the car now. Andy Polly said, you in Canvan for 4 nights? There's a B-bar coming up on the other side of the road.
Seen quite a few of them going this way, haven't we?
Yeah. So we've got a turn off coming up for Godalming and Farnham. What's this brown sign? Loosely House and Watts Gallery. Loosely or Lossley, I'm not sure. But I think there's something to do with ice cream. Polly said, "You be home soon." Hopefully. Hopefully, Andy. Guildford 4 miles, London 31. So far a lot smoother than the drive down, going on all the little A roads. Andy Polly said London.
Yep, that's where we're heading to.
Going by these going by all these lorries with the containers. When we were in Selsey, you look out to sea and you see the massive ships with all the containers on them. And if you ever go into Southampton, you see them all stacked up. Wonder if that was on a container ship that we saw out to sea. You never know what's in them, do you? Could be someone's home being transported from another part of the world. Ken Merry said, "Hi Andy, I don't believe you need to indicate when pulling back into lane 1. That is what everyone is meant to do under the law."
You don't have to indicate to come back in, but I would always do it just to let people know what you're doing. And just in case you look in your mirror and you've missed someone, they're in your blind spot or something, they can see you indicating. For me, it's always safer to indicate rather than not.
You must come in, we'll be coming up to Guildford now. You probably saw the signs for Park Barn, the cathedral as well. Elizabeth Bicknell said, "Could you pull over please, because I've got to get back and go shopping now. Thanks for the ride, you lovely people." Oh, thanks Elizabeth. Have a lovely rest of your day.
Happy shopping.
Yeah, happy shopping. Andy Polly said, "You eating at about 12 p.m? Not sure about that yet. And he said, "You've got about 2 hours to get to London." So we're just going through the outskirts of Guildford now. The cathedral's on our right, and parts of Surrey University I think will be on our right as well. That you can see through the trees on the right, that's all part of Surrey University. Sue Coulson said, "Indicate, I'm with you, always have and always will."
I think the pulling over from the right to the left, was that part of the highway code was written so long ago, when people never used to undertake. People undertake constantly now, whether they can go further in front of you or not. So it's always best to indicate, even though you don't have to, as the highway code says, you don't have to indicate when you're pulling from the right hand lane to the left hand lane.
Neil Roberts said, just watch out for Anderton's delivery lorries. They love to crash into you, so you can do the £1,000 challenge.
Don't know that.
Don't know what that is, Neil. Andy Pulley said, Andy is walk to the house. Must be coming up to Wisley soon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's not far away. In the M25, all the roadworks, the 50-mile-an-hour speed limit.
Polly said, my mummy is going out shopping. We're just coming up to Burnt Common, Ripley turn off, and Dorking and Woking turn off are coming up as well. Neil Roberts said, Anderton's Music Store on YouTube, they have a challenge for musicians to see if they can spend less than £1,000 for a guitar and amp, etc. Sue Colston said, getting busy. I was thinking that as well, Sue. It is getting busier, isn't it?
Getting closer to London.
Yeah.
It'll be really busy in a minute when we get to the M25 because of the roadworks there.
And Neil said they're in Guildford. Gone by Eubank's auction rooms. I often wonder if that's linked to Chris Eubank.
I wouldn't have thought so.
Or his family, his sons, maybe. Yeah. I think it was auction. Eubanks anyway. It's just a really unusual name, isn't it? Coming up to Wisley, I'm sure it's coming up to Wisley, they've widened the road, and loads and loads of trees have been felled. It's been really very controversial and really quite sad, actually.
It's all over there. It's all over the other side, over the other side of the M25 as well.
Yeah. I went to Wisley earlier this year with some friends, and the Woodland Trust, I think it was, were talking about how they campaigned against it for ages. And while we were in Wisley walking around, it looked like loads more work that was being done, but actually they were extending whatever the golf club is that's next to it, so it wasn't as bad as we thought. But yeah, Wisley is lovely. I wish it was more accessible if you don't drive. But yeah, really lovely for a day out. But wherever you are there, if you...
Speed camera reported ahead.
You can always hear the A3 because the amount of traffic, but it's absolutely gorgeous. Andy Polly said a Gabby Starbuck and Recode Gaming. And there are signs just there coming up for Turnos for Chesington, Wildwood Adventures and Thorpe Park. Gosh, lots of roadworks coming up. This has got to be to do with this road widening. Yeah, Wisley improvements rubbish is just you won't be able to see it, but I can see either side the amount that they've you know, the amount of trees that have been pulled down. Actually the biggest part is coming up, you'll see. It's just such a shame. Spot of traffic. It's not just the trees, it's the wildlife, you know, it's just horrible to see. England's green and pleasant land getting steadily tarmacked over.
As I've said in plenty of videos before, you stay on the outside lane here if you're going to go straight on, because the two lanes to my left will be chock-a-block and people will be cutting in late and all of that. So like this car in front in the middle lane, he knows exactly what he's doing. It's just too important to wait.
What's that road going down to?
M25.
Oh right, okay.
And as soon as you get past it, then you can just move over. You're safe and you're out of the way of it all.
Neil Roberts said, drink at the ready.
Speed camera reported ahead.
So if that was the M25 we've gone over, it's going really...
Look at that.
Yeah.
What they've done to the grounds over there, that was all trees.
Yeah, honestly.
Both sides.
It's just horrible when you go through it. I mean, we've gone past loads of it, but yeah, it's just horrible. But the road that we've just gone over is rather busy, quite a few blue flashy lights. Does a road need to be? You know, what is it planned? What's planned for it that needs all that?
we're through that, and then we can go up to 70 miles an hour again. Move over so this lot can get on.
So Kingston 11 miles ahead. If only roads were always this nice and clear. Mark Lavis said the road needs to be that wide when drivers start eating bowls of cereal on the way to work in the middle of the day.
Yeah.
Sue Colson said, ha ha.
So they've obviously watched a couple of the videos. Can't remember what I said. Snap, Crackle and Pratt, I think it was.
Sue Coulson said, yeah. Whereabouts in the southwest is that? The A30, A303 route? Is it Bristol way?
Not sure. Not sure.
Whereabouts is that? Whereabouts is that? Just me. Laura asks, what was the weather like in Selsey?
It was actually all right. Yeah, not too bad at all.
Yeah. Lots of sun, a bit of cloud, and where we were, we had a lovely view over the Solent. So, yeah, very, very lucky this weekend, and just got like it is now, grey and a bit grim on the way home. The A303 is the road that goes past Stonehenge. Oh, okay, thank you. And that was from Mr. Phil 9999. My friend went by there yesterday.
Exmoor, isn't it?
Yeah. Sorry about that. We lost signal. Tony was just saying the irony that the closer we get to London, the worse the signal gets. Yeah, thank you, Just Me, for your comment as well.
Up there.
Camera's up there.
Yes, 50 miles an hour as soon as you get round this bend.
Oh, right, okay. Oh, Just Me said that's going through Salisbury, Shaftesbury, Yeovil, Exeter, and then down to Penzance. I bet that is a fantastic drive.
Yeah.
I'd love to do that one day.
Speed check zone.
Ending up at looking out towards St Michael's Mount would be pretty cool. Now, Inda Sumajadi has posted something which I can't understand, but I think it's saying that they're from Indonesia. Chuaro Asfari Hadir Salam Indonesia Malam Son. Thank you, Inda. I think.
It's a good effort, I think that was.
Andy Polly said, you'll be home soon. Baldrick Hornby said, what do you call a bee from America? I don't know, Baldrick. What do you call a bee from America? A USB. Very good. RXPX69 said, have you seen any UFOs while driving?
No. The short answer is no.
So we're coming up to the turn off that if you go right here, you get to Chessington and Chessington World for Adventures.
But there is no turn off here.
Is there not?
No, there used to be one there. But they got rid of it years ago, years and years ago.
So I've done that before, so that's the one that I remember.
That's a long time ago now. They got rid of that turn off.
I see.
You have to go past it, then go left into the
Surbiton way.
Yeah, and then come back onto the roundabout. You have to do sort of like a loop.
Okay.
But it's silly, really, because you literally turn left, and there's a school down there, so that it has loads of traffic going down a school road. You know, it's another one of these things that they do.
That makes no sense.
Yeah, you take this next left, and there's a big school on the right hand side from it.
Okay.
So you're going down a school road. And loads of people go down there to do what you said, to go to Chessington.
Oh yeah, look, Tolworth Girls' School, that is.
Another quality idea from the council.
This bit of the A3, the lanes always seem really squished close together.
Yeah, they are.
I think you'd need double glazing if you had a house on this road. They're lovely big houses, but the noise must be constant.
Yeah, it's a busy road.
Yeah.
There's a lot of work going on the bowling alley, you know. I don't know if the bowling alley up here is finally going.
Oh, right, okay. Yeah, Hollywood Bowl.
Yeah.
Maybe. The Tolworth Tower, which was there, was offices. That's been refurbed. I don't know what that is going to be. Maybe housing again. Who knows? There was a Sunshine Cafe at that Tolworth roundabout, wasn't there? Those little sports cars, they look nice, but you're practically laying down when you're sitting, so getting in and out of them, if you've got bad knees or a bad back, not worth it. So we're back in the London bus network now, because you can see the red buses. And coming up to the turn-in for New Morden and Worcester Park, it's Morden Junction coming up. Even though it's still green, it is starting to look more grubby, isn't it? As you get in.
Yeah.
really like the idea of that trip that Just Me said about going right down to Cornwall. That would be really good.
So you have to look at the miles for that, for the old electric car.
Yeah.
See how many charging stations you got down there.
See if there's a Travelodge in Penzance or nearby.
Alright, we're going to come off the A3 now. And head towards Morden. Stroke Wimbledon way. Down the A298.
Rains Park is this way as well. So you've got 25 people still in the car. I wonder how many have been with us from the beginning.
Yeah.
But thank you to everyone who's still in the car. This little stretch of road along here is where if you took a driving test locally a while ago, I don't know what the rules are now, this would be this little stretch of road where you would do your up to 40 miles an hour.
Yeah, not now.
To check that you could move up to whatever gear it was.
Yeah,
fourth gear.
fifth.
Yeah, and you'd just go along here and that would be your bit to
But
prove
this
you could
road
do
a
it.
little while ago was 40 miles an hour. Then it went down, the speed limit that is, was 40 miles an hour. Then it went down to 20 miles an hour,
Okay.
which is absolutely ridiculous. And now it's back to 30 miles an hour. They've realised that 20 is just ridiculously too slow for a road like this. But now, as soon as you come off of this road, all the roads around here now are 20 miles an hour, whether they've got a school on it or not, which is just ridiculous.
Mark Lavis said, I missed the beginning, Sarah. I was out in the murky, damp stuff. Oh, well, nice that you managed to join anyway, Mark. So straight ahead would be Wimbledon if you kept going, or Rains Park, Wimbledon. Eventually you'd go through one and get to the other. And we're going to do a right now.
Sort of Rains Park is sort of behind us. We've gone past that already. The station anyway.
Yeah.
And then you turn right here and it takes you to Morden. Eventually.
And these are all 20 mile an hour roads now, aren't they?
Yep.
With lots and lots of drawing on the road. Road markings everywhere. But actually, I've got to say, this looks like a newly tarmac road. At least it's not potholed, which you get a lot round here. Stumpy Fingers said speed limits are to save the council's money. Probably earn them a fair bit and all.
Yeah, earns them a fair bit with fines probably on these cameras.
Neil Roberts said, I have your live cam on from the start, but had to do cleaning duties, etc. But nice to see old routes I've done in the past. Thanks, Neil. It's interesting to see how much changes, you know, when you see places you recognise. I go up to London quite a lot, and I was watching a bit of the film a little while ago, Love Actually, and there's a little bit of a scene that's filmed on the South Bank. That film to me doesn't feel that old, but when you look at the London skyline now, it's unrecognisable. It is amazing how quickly things change. Stumpy Fingers explained the faster the road is, the more it costs to maintain. See what you mean there, Stumpy Fingers? She was brave letting that little one on a tiny bike on like that. So we've just gone past South Merton Overground Station. Cycle lane here, really busy.
Indeed. Both sides.
But I've got to say, the one on the other side of the road doesn't look wide enough for a cycle.
No. Well, you're supposed to give them 1.5 metres now, aren't you?
Well, that, if I was cycling in that, my God, that's ridiculous. It's not even worth putting it there.
No, it's not worth putting it there because you still got to give them 1.5 metres.
Yeah.
An hour we've been on the road. Is that right?
It's 11:41. So an hour,
Hour
and
40
40.
is 100 minutes, isn't it? Yeah.
So we're just coming into the centre of Morden now. You can probably see the big building there to the right. That's Merton Civic offices. Just look, they've replaced all the windows there. Wonder how much that contract was worth.
It's a shame we ain't got a side camera in it. That girl there on the phone. Head down. That car will have hands free.
A Mercedes. So just to explain, there was a lady with a passenger driving, crawling along but not looking at the road. Looked like she was looking at her phone. Good old Morden.
That's everywhere though, that is.
Yeah.
So we had no viewer en route today.
No viewer.
As in, Peter was on the bridge, wasn't he?
Oh yeah.
That was
Yeah.
on the way down.
Maybe he was at work this morning.
We went a different way anyway, so.
Yeah. Just coming up in front of us is Morden Hall and Morden Hall Park, which is National Trust property. Or National Trust Park, I should say. It's lovely. There's a little garden centre in there as well. Good girl, Pip. So you know, if there's only one way you can go, like just then,
Yeah.
you can only go round to the...
Well, no, you can go left as well, but you have to be in the left lane.
Oh, I was going to say, if you could only go one way, would you indicate? Because that car indicated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't have to when it's a designated lane.
Mm-hmm.
Here comes the roadworks.
And the road that we're going on to now, don't know what it's called, but basically if you go to the end of this road, you end up at Rose Hill, the Rose Hill roundabout.
Mm-hmm. Well,
There's something on your shirt, that was all. Andy Polly said, you in London now, you'll be home soon.
we will be fairly soon.
Red light camera ahead.
Red light, green light. RXPX69 said, I'm looking forward to the Rose Hill roundabout.
We shouldn't have any problems with it because we're literally taking the second turning and it's literally just stay left, but yeah, we might see some others not in the correct lane and whatnot.
That's interesting. Confidential clinic we've gone by. It used to be a dental surgery. And it's still got a tooth sign, but what a weird name. Confidential clinic.
But people are going to see you walk in.
Yeah. Dental finance. Confidential. Not confidential. Confidential clinic. It's a clinic for iffy things. Excuse me. Good girl. Andy Polly said, car run a red light. I think they were in
In the right turn only,
yeah.
or doing a right turn, so we were all right.
Well done for paying attention, Andy. You've been following us all the way. Gary Hardy said, I used to work round Sutton Croydon area, hated driving round there because of the drivers and traffic. I enjoy your channel and understand the frustration with the idiots you come across. That was from Gary. And Andy said, good, thanks.
Yeah, Croydon's not the best places to drive.
And Andy Polly said some people have to be in red light.
Where are you going? You've indicated to turn left. You're not.
But a lovely shade of blue though. So we're just going through the parade of shops in Rose Hill. This used to be a really lovely little parade of shops going back quite a few years, but it's got so run down now. So run down. Andy said, no, don't do anything that. And just coming up in front of us, we've got the big local hospital called St Helier Hospital. And on the left there's a big green space and a...
What the hell is that?
Lovely chap there.
Speed of them things.
He's got no crash helmet or anything on. Oh,
I think it's electric, you don't have to.
it's just grim.
But they're so fast.
Yeah, and silent as well. Yeah, so it's the hospital on the left and a big green area on the right. Hospital on the right, sorry, big green area on the left with the David Weir Sports Centre. Andy Polly said car worry way and you do car crash. So we're going along Rythe Lane. We're in Carshalton now. Lots of areas in Carshalton have got the same name or combinations of the same name or place. So you've got the Rythe Lane, Green Rythe Lane, Rythe Green Lane. Lots and lots of combinations of the same thing. And we're on Rythe Lane at the moment, which when we get to the end of it, we'll be at Rythe Green. This is all on the edge of the St Helier estate that we mentioned on the live drive down, and I'm pretty sure all the roads on the St Helier estate are named after cathedrals. I'm pretty sure they are.
So we're almost home. It's almost time to say goodbye.
Start singing, time to say goodbye.
I ain't singing. Stop asking me to sing.
So there are 29 people in the car with us now. And Mark Lavis said, was a good ride again, Tony. Cheers.
Thank you. Thanks for watching.
Brian Sparrow said, say hello to Sutton from me when you arrive. Andy said, I like this car. And Mark Lavis said, the wheels on the taxi go round and round, round and round, round and round all day long. Come on, Tony, join in, he said. Big smiley face.
Sweet.
Yep, we're just getting into Rythe Green now.
Down here.
As mentioned, it's all,
Very busy.
yeah, very busy. Bit of an institution in front of us. Melvin Clark Ironmongery and Tools store. A fantastic little local store that's been there forever. Not many could do without it. Andy Polly said, you home now? And Mark Lavis said, looks almost too quiet.
We're in it over here somewhere, shall we?
Okie dokie.
Actually, we go around the block
Mm-hmm.
to see that American car, that big American car, if it's still there.
Andy Polly said, goodbye, thanks. Goodbye, Andy. You've followed us all the way. Thank you. And Baldrick Hornby said, take care, you two. And you, Baldrick.
Yeah, we go. Right behind this classic American Ford. Nice.
Very.
Right. That's the end of it today, guys. Thanks very much for watching. And we will catch you on the next one, whenever that may be.
Bye.
All right, bye for now, guys.